And our Packard engineers were satisfied that this was the basic engine they were looking for. It was a sensational performer, and a man could get at it to work on spark plugs, distributor, carburetor, generator, oil filters, and the battery. The word went through Packard like wind through a flute. We had it, a free-breathing engine. Bill Graves brought the engineering story to President James J. Nance, and things began to happen.
What's the colonel think of it? Looks like you fellows have captured his dream here.
Yes, Mr. Nance. Colonel Vincent says this engine has better breathing characteristics than any engine he has ever seen.
Well, if the colonel thinks that, that's good enough for me.
But where was this engine to be built? Packard's multi-story Detroit plant didn't fill the bill. But that didn't stop the vice president of production, Ray Powers.
Why don't we build it in the Utica plant?
Well, what would you do with your jet manufacturer?
Well, we have some other plans for the jet engine. They work out all right.
And would the Utica plant be suitable?
It's almost ideal. It will let us put our automatic transmission and differential job as well as a new E8 engine line.
Let's do it. Let's put the new engine out of Utica.
The Utica plant was originally built for jet engine production, but the switch was on. Mr. Powers' manufacturing engineers waded into the job. They studied production methods for every part of the engine. The blueprint room was in the paper business, turning them out by the thousands to steer every step in the manufacturing process. They timed the main assembly and sub-assembly lines. They plotted a production line and ordered machine tools to work the line. In the fall of 1954, after months of labor, the Packard Utica plant, the most modern engine building plant in the business, was ready to go. Production lines were rolling. Heavy transfer machines were in action. These precision machines started turning out the finest engines ever built. And the whole operation was quality controlled from start to finish. Every man in Packard knew that this baby we called our finest was being built with the highest standards of quality in the entire industry. Look at the hair-splitting device for balancing a crankshaft. You can talk all day about building engines, but the good ones have to be built this way. 36 major components coordinated perfectly to produce this first truly free-breathing engine in the history of the automobile industry. Believe me, this engine will guarantee the future of Packard's reputation as the master motor builder. That's the history of this great engine. The engine that powers the 1955 Packard. How good is it? Well, let's check in at the proving ground and catch up with the durability test. What's the story so far? Well, after 5 days at the rate we're traveling over the distance, we'll better every world unlimited durability and speed record, regardless of the type of car, from 10,000 to 25,000 miles. We've already bettered the record for 10,000 miles. The Jaguar set it with an average speed of 100.65 miles per hour. We averaged 105.86. We watched that Packard through bright October sunlight and in the dark of frosty night. It was like watching your boy run for touchdowns or smack home runs. You could feel the tenseness, the excitement, the pride of our pit crews, the miles piled up. The oil stick was showing full, and the engine was running cool. More than half a century of engine building was behind a beautiful machine out there. And it ran as though it knew what we expected of it. We watched it come barreling around in the rain and the sleet. It was day 7, and the free-breathing engine wasn't even winded. It was proving minute by minute, lap by lap, its tremendous staying power. The goal was in sight, and you could sense their confidence in this engine, which would make over 52 million revolutions before it passed the final flag. Nearly 3 billion inches of piston travel. We kept good shoes on her all the way. We didn't have to gamble, we just hurried. pit stops were infrequent, short, and sweet, an average of 49 seconds each. What's the score now? It's day 8. 7,957 laps. Actual mileage, 20,190.56 miles. Elapsed time, 192 hours, 1 minute. Average speed, 105.155 miles per hour, including all pit stops. Just for the record, if we end up with an average of 104 miles per hour or more, we can better more than 150 AAA competitive records. And we could beat every national closed car record in existence from 5 miles to 25,000 miles in up to 9 days, and beat him by 6 to 36 miles. We were down to the last lap of the toughest grind any engine has ever been subjected to. We glued our eyes on that Packard. She was topping a bunch of records, going for 9 days, 22 hours, and 40 minutes. And now she was just a minute and a few seconds away from the payoff. She had already gone the distance around the world, and it looked like she could do it again without losing a stride. That's the last turn on lap 9,851. She's on her way home. 25,000 miles at an average speed of 104.737 miles an hour. That's equal to 500,000 miles of normal family driving. No wonder a bunch of grown-up engineers wanted to yell like kids on October 31st, 1954. That was the day the Packard's free-breathing V engine paid them back for 8 years of back-breaking hard work. Roy Ruttman, Indianapolis winner of 1952, never looked happier. He knew that he'd driven another winner. That free-breathing V8 beauty was sound as a dollar and ready to try it again. The AAA inspectors impounded the car for a complete analysis that proved something else we knew. Our free-breathing, high-torque V8 can take it.
Well, Bill, I suppose you're pretty proud of your new engine.
You bet we are, Ray. This engine did everything we expected of it and more.
As the officials drove that car away, I thought of you who have tied your future to Packard. You're in for the best years of your life, because the heart of the new Packard is the strongest, stoutest, greatest engine in Packard's long history of building the best engines on land, on the seas, and in the skies. I don't mean good, and I don't mean better than good. I mean the very best that engineering has ever produced. A new concept of power.